Hey, how's it going? So, back in the special control, this is the last special move. I'll just quickly show it off, and then I will explain, or try to explain, how it works. It's been a few days since I put this together, but hopefully I remember everything and can coherently explain what it does, how it all works together. So, this one's just like a basic, if you're familiar with fireball motions in like fighting games or stuff like that, just the beginner down, down, forward, forward, attack, like that. He throws a shield. I just got to make sure that I always end it with the forward. Yeah, I haven't practiced it that much, so I'm not too great with it, but it lets you do a few cool things like that. I can cancel moves. I should be able to. Yep, cancel moves, but like, of course I can't do it. I can't do it in the air, but I can always do it on the ground and just quickly throw a shield out. So it's very gives you varied options of attacking. Yeah, big fan of that. So let's go over how it works. So it all starts at the again ready for input section. So I made a shortcut here just so I can start I'm going to group these together, group all these together eventually, or separately, like how this is. So starts here, waits for like when the player presses down, it's then going to go to wait for like it starts another timer. I think they call this one special timer. So it's just going to be it's a countdown from point eight, yeah, point 0.8. So it should be pretty good. Did I not have that going before? Sorry, I'm super confused on why that wasn't checked. Yeah. Okay. So that's the input, like that's the buffer window is point 0.8 seconds to do all of the all of the inputs to do the special move. It's pretty normal. Might be in terms of like a fighting games, like it's pretty generous. It just takes practice. But so you press down, and then when they get pressed down and forward, right here, it's going to go to the charging down input. So the reason it's going to here is say the person isn't exact on pressing down and forward, it'll still register the down, and then if they're holding, they go to down and forward, and say they wanted to do a charge move. It's since it's already like since that's already the start of another thing, they can either just hold it and then it'll go to moving to charge, or they can continue with the motion because like it's only gonna the timer's only gonna go for point 0.8 seconds. So if you're holding it for like the charge, to do the charge move takes 2 seconds. So if you're holding it for that long, of course you were never planning to do the fireball motion. So here, once it's here at this input up here, because it's just a shortcut, a copy of this is and they press forward. Well, it's still within the special timer isn't zero, and if the player's not doing it, nothing. That's just another check for something else. But while the special timer is not zero, this was just a way for me to make sure that instead of putting in every single action that I didn't want the player to be able to do while pressing his motion, because like some other stuff overlaps with this. I just made a special variable that said that whatever that player was doing that action, that variable would be on, and so it would make sure that the player could never do this. So taking a bit too long, getting off track. So now they press forward. They have to press forward and X or forward and attack, and then it's going to go to the check. Now here at the check, it's going to determine which one of the throws it needs to do. So if any of, like again, it's exactly like this other check over here. If they're in the air or if they're doing certain actions, then 100% it's not going to do it. It's just going to go to ready. But if everything's good, the timer, the player's on the ground, it already checked, so like it's right here. The player's already successfully did the move. Now it's just determining which version of the move it needs to do. Here it's going to throw it. And then now here, if the play like this is for the cancel checks. So if the player did the move in the middle of certain actions and they had enough shield to cancel that action, then it'll do the check here. If they didn't have enough, I think that's yeah, shield is greater than equal to, and here if like if they'd already canceled an attack and or I put the shield less than 12 even though it's supposed to check here. I just put another check there because for some reason it was letting the player try to cancel attacks when they had less than the amount, and it would put them in the negative, and they could never come back out of the negative. So I just put a double check there before it would go forward and do a cancel. But yeah, so just again going forward, players waiting to put a button. They press down, then they press down and forward. It goes to here. Then they press forward and attack. Goes to the it says, cool, you did the move. Now we're going to say, which move did you do? Did you do a regular one? Cool. No, you did the move at a bad time, at the time you couldn't actually do the move. We're not going to do anything. You did the move in the middle of another one to cancel it, and you have the meter to do it. We're going to cancel the move. Like we're going to do this cancel of it, and that's it. Real, real straightforward, real simple. Not nearly as much trouble as this one, the spam, but yeah, pretty simple, straightforward, simple. Uh, I can't remember what button you press to. Is it this? I might have froze it. Yep. Let's see. Can I? This, yep. It does. That was working, but okay. And I just noticed something that I need to rectify. So right here, it was stuck on down because I hadn't made a check for if the player lets go of down. But that's something I'm going to do. That's it. Let me just run it one more time. Hopefully this isn't taking too long. I really need to type a timer up. So organized. And just again, bam, down, throwing it forward, the other direction, I'm doing this on a keyboard, so interesting. Yeah, I'm not consistent, but yeah, that's it. All right, see you guys.